This is another little exercise we do with Rocco. If I try and walk Rocco 10 miles a day, he'll soon want 15 miles. If I do 15 miles, he'll want 20. And I'll never wear him out. I'll be absolutely buggered by lunchtime myself and he'll still want to go. So what we've got to do is get into his memory. We need to work that brain. That brain will work him out. He still needs his good walks, he still has his long walks, and he still goes out with the other dogs. But we have to get inside that brain to tire him out. Otherwise, he's just going to carry on and get up to all his normal mischief, what he gets up to. So this exercise, we're going to send him on a memory retrieve. So we're going to walk him down the ride to the end of the ride, we're going to walk him back, and we're going to send him for it. And you can do this on your walk, and you can do it at 50 yards, 100 yards, 200 yards. It's really what you want, but start off simple with 10, 20 yards and build up, and you'll push these dogs back as far as you can do. So again, he's sitting lovely on the whistle. So off we go down the ride, heel. So we're going to walk him nicely to heel. We're going to carry on that training. Lovely slack lead. If he stops for a wee, I'm not going to let him have a wee now because he's had enough. Yeah. Now walking Rocco down the ride and bringing him back was an absolute pleasure. Sat beautiful for me on the whistle, so now is a pleasure to walk. I was just sitting. Yeah, remember, every time I sit him, I turn him round and get him to face me. If I put the stop whistle on, out there at 50 yards, 100 yards plus, I need him to turn round and look at me for guidance of what I want him to do next. And that might be bring him back, send him left, send him right, or push him further back. But he has to face me. If these dogs don't focus on the handler, you stand no chance of training them. You are just wasting your time. And that happens so much. So it's just really focus. So we've took his lead off. Now he's ready to go, but I don't want to send him straight away. I don't want him to be educated every time I take that lead off, it's permission to go. I want him to go when I say go. So remember, we haven't had him that long. Come here. I see he's gone, but that's great. I wanted to turn him round, but he's gone down that ride really, really nice. There, he's got the dummy. Now his delivery's not the best in the world yet and he wants to play a game, but I'm not playing a game. So if he won't deliver me that dummy, I'm just going to walk off. Now he's gone for his wee now. Ooh, good boy. So I've got my delivery. I've sat him and now he's back down. So that's how we work his memory. We just keep doing this, and then we might do it a bit further, a bit shorter. We can bring the stop whistle in halfway. Again, it's really what you want out of him, but I'm working Rocco's mind and getting some goodness out of him. So that is stage 2. This is another thing we've been doing with Rocco. What Rocco had a really bad habit for when he came into us was if he saw, not so much a child, he saw anyone, it would be a big woof and a big grumpiness. And because of the size of him, people automatically thought he was aggressive. He's not aggressive. The only thing he's going to bite, I tell you, is himself when he's eating, or my fingers when the bowl's going down. So Saul handles lots of dogs, so you know this is safe. He handles dogs every day of the week and he's very good at it. He'll be good when he's a bit older. So he's just going to take Rocco down there to heel, just to prove that Rocco's absolutely a big pussycat. So go on Saul, take him down. Heel. So he's asked him to heel. Rocco's looking back because I've handled him. Keep pulling him, Saul. If I just stand out of the way just a little bit. That's it, lovely slack lead. He keeps looking back, and he will look back because I've handled Rocco for the last few weeks, so he's looking for me for guidance. We've trained him every time he's away from me, he's got to keep an eye on me, he's got to be in tune with me, and that's focus. It is so important. I keep rabbiting on about focus, but it's just what makes dogs train. It's as simple as that. Without it, forget it. Now Saul's bringing him back. It's an incredible transformation in 3 weeks. We don't see many of these Chesapeake Bay Retrievers, but we see maybe half a dozen, maybe a few more each year. And they're a joy to train. They're very, very vocal. I've never known a dog as vocal. They're more vocal than my Patterdales, to be quite honest. So here he comes in, he's coming in absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to get Saul, when you come in here, Saul, ask him to sit, but remember we've trained him to the whistle. Ask him to sit.
Sit. Sit.
So that's great. So he's sat for Saul, really, really nice. So that's something else we've done. So let's move on to this next stage and show you what we've done.